to like make an audible. So hang on, guys. Just give me a sec to get calibrated. Right now, I'm just gonna stay on you, Adam, for now. I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed. Now no one's going. If I knew who that was, I would. But yeah, I'm doing both. But I'm streaming it on my cable system, and I'm recording it to like we did yesterday.
So, when you did the test earlier today, was that at home?
I did a test at home and here.
Okay.
They both worked.
Okay.
Hi.
That was going to be the only thing, was maybe it's...
Number 8, Guillermo Segovia. Number 4, Matthew Skinner. Number 35, Daniel Taylor. Number 22, Tom Aguilar. Number 21, Vincent Vigara. Number 24, Jan Gross.
Is Wake white?
Yeah.
Lake is white.
They are coached by David Strickland, Kyle Finley, and Joel
Oh,
Wyman.
this is so exciting. Alright, going to
And your Wake FC team, number 7, Anthony DeVillo. Our goalkeeper, Santiago Esperanza. Number 15, Noah Holmes. Number 20, Drew Lovelace. Number 3, Gary Lovett. Number 16, Sean Hinton. Number 6, Luis Molina. Number 19, Silas Rad. And number 10, Bradley Sweeney. We are coached by, number 9, Kuda Musquay. And number 30, Dave Hyden. We have the head coach, Andy Rodriguez, with us tonight, and Joey Allen, and Kyle.
Welcome back to Holly Springs, North Carolina. Chris Lehman with you at Ting Stadium. We've got some USL League 2 action for you here this evening. Wake Football Club hosting the Tri-Cities Otters, the first meeting of these two teams this season. Coming in, Tri-Cities 2-3-1, but they have gone 2-1-1 after losing their first two of the season. On the other side, Wake coming in at 2-4-2. They are also 2-1-1 in their last 4 games, but they are coming off of a 5-0 drubbing at the hands of the NC Fusion a week ago. The Otters, on the other hand, coming off of a 3-0 win over West Virginia United. That was last Wednesday, so both teams with about a week of rest since their last game, but completely opposite results. Now, Wake did end up playing one of the best teams in the South Atlantic Division. They currently sit 5th in the division. The Otters just a spot behind in the tables at 6th. It will be Wake FC in the white tops with the blue shorts and white socks that will start with the ball. And they'll move right to left across the pitch here in half number 1. And the blue tops, green shorts, and blue socks are the Tri-Cities Otters. Just about set to get things underway, scheduled for 2 45-minute halves. And we're off and running. Wake will drop it all the way back to the defense. Along to the near side for Cyrus Rad. Now Harry Lovett. Back in goal, no surprise, Santiago Esparza, the junior out of Concordia University. He is done a great job keeping Wake in some games. They haven't been able to win all of them, obviously, but he's been able to keep them in some close ones. Weak pass, and Rad going to have to boot that one out to the far side. Nothing doing here early for Wake FC. They dropped it back to the defense to start the game and really weren't able to move it up through the midfield. It was good positioning from the Otters. A little bit more comfortable. We were here at Ting yesterday for the women's matchup. It was an exciting finish. Stayed scoreless most of the way through. Wake FC really dominated the game. Finally broke through with a goal from Katie Groff in the 71st minute, but in the 89th minute gave up a PK, ended the game in a 1-1 draw. Otters trying to strike early. That shot blocked in front. Guillermo Segovia trying to get it on goal, and now Segovia down on the turf. Otters in control of the ball. I think they might just kick this out of play. And Segovia still down, and he'll need some attending to, it looks like. I didn't see exactly what happened afterwards. Looks like he's going to be okay. He's up and walking under his own power. Didn't need any help, so we'll see what Wake does here if they play it back. That's exactly what they'll do. Lovett going to boot it downfield to the goalkeeper, Marcelin Gohier.
Group played begins Friday in Greenville, South Carolina.
And Tri-Cities will start from the back.
On this achievement and good luck at the regionals. Well done.
Some pressure there from Ade Taiwo. Forced back to Gohier. And now he'll go along with it. Noah Holmes gets ahead to it for Wake FC. They'll possess in the middle of the field. A lot of pressure, though. Weaving through some traffic was Luis Molina. Couldn't maintain control of the ball, though. Through pass on the way in. A sliding Esparza. Well, that's actually not the first to get to it. It's cleared out by a Wake defender who's slow to get up. And he's grabbing back at his left heel. Might have gotten clipped on the way in. That was Danilo Siglio who came in, putting the pressure on. McGinty looks like he'll be okay, though. He was the one who got clipped. Tri-Cities puts it back in play. They'll keep the pressure on. Nice step there from Drew Lovelace. He'll maintain possession. Up the field for Musquay. Flicks it on, trying to chase it down himself. Beat to it, though, by Jan Grun. And Tri-Cities forcing it upfield. Karate kick there from McGinty. Deflects off a player to the far sideline. The Otters will maintain control. And here goes Segovia. Down the far side, has it knocked off his foot. And a throw-in for Tri-Cities. I'll play it back to the midfield. Left off for Izabari. Played through, and it'll trickle all the way down onto the goal line, and looks like it'll be a goal kick for Esparza and Wake Football Club. I was mentioning we were out here for the WPSL matchup yesterday. It was hot and humid, and still, temperature-wise, nice and warm, not too bad, low 80s, but the humidity much better than it was yesterday. And a light breeze to help moderate that temperature a bit as well. A couple of head balls. Now we've got a foul on McGinty, who put his hands into the back of a Otters forward. Free kick coming up for Tri-Cities. And they'll put two guys on it. One of them is Danilo Seglio. And we'll see what they draw up here. Not a lot of bodies down there along the 18-yard box for this Otters team. But they're going to go long and in. McGinty gets ahead to it. Deflects it to the near side. That's going to be out for a Tri-Cities throw-in. Gabriel Ramos to take it. Trying to direct traffic, sends it to the middle for Segovia. A little back heel pass for Izabari. Now Ramos plays it through, and the cross in is denied. Seglio couldn't get it through, and now we've got another whistle. This time it's a foul on Tri-Cities going after the 50-50 ball. Cyrus Rad will just play it backwards to his goalkeeper. Esparza sends it back to him. Now up for Lovett. Again, Rad to Esparza. He'll elevate this one and place it out of bounds, so another throw-in coming for the Otters. Ramos looking to the middle for Segovia. It's off of the head of Rad, who pops it straight up and allows his goalkeeper to come out and get it. Esparza, a lot of times favors going short and playing possession. That's kind of been the way that Wake has played, but can't say I disagree with going long here. They've had some trouble moving it up the field so far. 50-50 ball won by the Otters at midfield. Poked loose, though. Lovett comes away with it for Wake FC. He finds Molina. Back to McGinty, and Wake will reset at their back line. Some space now for Lovett on the near side. Quickly closed down. He's going to play it over the top, but Ade Taiwo the first to it. Didn't think he'd be able to get there first, but he does. Takes it to the goal line. Trying to run it into space, drops it for Lovett. Pressure coming from behind. He'll move it forward. Holmes crosses it through, and a diving save made by Gohier. And it'll be cleared out. But a tough test there. We'll get another look at this for the Tri-Cities goalkeeper. And an excellent attempt on goal there from Holmes. Initially, I thought he was going across with it. But the best chance so far from either side. Tri-Cities back in possession. Along the far sideline. Looks like it was off of Tom Izabari and out. So a throw in for Wake FC. Halfway through the 8th minute, still looking for our first goal. Both teams with a shot attempt. Wake FC the only one to put one on frame. Harry Lovett on the near side. Has some pressure coming from Ramos. Drops it for Rad. He'll play it through the air to the far sideline, trying to create some space. Settled over there, that was AJ DeVivo. Oh, as it knocked off his foot and out of play, he'll take the throw in here at midfield. To the middle for Sweeney. Brad Sweeney has it knocked away. A loose ball picked up by Seglio. Has a man on the run down the far side, hits him with it. A crossover, McGinty on him. Here comes the shot well over the top. And it'll be a goal kick coming up for Wake FC. That shot coming from number 21, Vincent Zengel, the sophomore out of Colorado State. And Esparza will push the formation up before taking this kick. Sends it out to midfield. Looks like it caught the head of DeVivo, but he's unable to possess it. Settled down now by Izabari. Dropped back. Tri-Cities will reset it to defense. Plenty of space on the near side. Musquet tracking him down. Knocks down an Otter. Play continues, though, as he got the ball first. They still fight for it on the near side. Ade Taiwo going after it now. Nice move as he gets around Enric Genther. Another nice move as he finds Musquet with the pass, but they're going to be offsides, unfortunately. That was an impressive effort, though, from Ade Taiwo. And a free kick here for the Otters.
Wake FC's 06, 05, and 04 girls academy teams as they travel to Oceanside,
To defense, it's Jan Grun. Along for Genther. I'll drop it back for Gohier. And the Otters goalkeeper goes long to the near side. Holmes gets ahead to it for Wake, but can't control. Again, Genther. Looking to the middle, it'll step over from Ortiz. He'll drop it for Grun. Up the middle, he finds Seglio. Bad touch. They're going to try and keep it in on the near side. Well played by Gabriel Ramos. Looking for the through pass now. Intercepted by Cyrus Rad, and Wake will take over. Well, they have really struggled. I think that's why we've seen Esparza going long on some of these free kicks. Some contact there on Lovelace. He goes down. We've got a foul on Tri-Cities. But Wake is a team, and most teams like to try and build it out from the back, pass their way up the field. But right now, Tri-Cities not giving Wake a lot of options. They're going to go long here. Rad up to Taiwo, flicks it on, but can't find a teammate. Intercepts the pass back, though, chips it along. Noah Holmes running in. Musquay beats him to it. Here's the shot, and it's just wide. Angles played well by Marceline Gohier. And that shot was forced wide by the Tri-Cities goalkeeper. And a goal kick coming up. Well, they haven't had a lot of time on their offensive half of the pitch, but Wake FC, no doubt, with the two best chances so far. And gotta give the goalkeeper out of Manhattan College and Marceline Gohier some credit for the way he's been able to play those two chances. Foul on the goal kick as Molina knocked down from behind. Free kick will be right up near midfield. We'll see what Wake elects to do with it. Like I said, on these kinds of kicks, a lot of times they like to play it short. It's giving them some trouble. They'll do it, though. Lovelace gets it back to the kick taker, Sweeney. He'll roll it forward for Molina, who has it knocked away. Molina trying to chase it down and actually knocks it off of an Otter. Looks like the last to touch it was Segovia. And so a Wake FC throw-in. Vivo finds Musquay, triple teamed though, and has it taken off of his foot. Tri-Cities drops it all the way back to their keeper. Gohier. Played up the middle for Grun. He'll chip it to the near side for Gabriel Ramos. Nice step from Harry Lovett, who comes racing over. Heads it forward, and it's cleared out of play by Genter. Wake throw it. Lovett to take it. Holmes going down the sideline, but looks like the throw-in was a little bit too far downfield. Lovett protests, but I'll have to retake it. .13 minutes down here in the first half. Long throw down the sideline from Lovett. Nothing but Otters there. And Tri-Cities will clear it up. Segovia gets a touch to it, can't control. Now it's McGinty for Wake. He'll drop it back for Esparza. Esparza goes long. Molina bumped from behind, tried to draw the foul, didn't get the call, but it will be a Wake throw-in on the far side. DeVivo for Molina. Chests it down, leaves it for DeVivo, and they'll drop it back to the back line again. Cyrus Rad looking upfield. He has a man on the run. That's Holmes coming in. Out comes the keeper. A little miscommunication, but Tri-Cities has enough bodies there to cover, and they'll clear it all the way down. And that one could have been dangerous if it had slipped through Gohier. Could have been some serious trouble. Wake back in control. They seem to be taking the momentum here and moving with DeVivo. Drops it back for McGinty. See what they can do. They're controlling the majority of the possession, and they're starting to break through a little bit more as those long balls are finding their way through. Here's one. Molina chipping it forward. Deflected. Musquay trying to get to it. Gets a touch to it, but Henrik Genter will deflect it out of play and does a nice job creating a throw-in instead of a corner kick. Here we get another look at the chance for Holmes, but a little bit of a mistouch there from Gohier. He had some help back. I believe that was Jan Grun who ends up clearing it away. But Wake FC threatening again. Throw in deep down in Otters territory. Molina in for Lovelace. Chests it back to Molina. Volleys it into the middle, and it bounces through, and I think an illegal high kick there from Ede Taiwo will draw the whistle. And so a free kick for Tri-Cities here in the 16th minute. And Gohier will go short to Genter. To the middle for Jan Grun. Back to Genter. They'll work it outside. Now Danilo Seglio. And a pass back to him is behind him. Wake FC will take it back with a throw-in. Love it. Finds Taiwo off the toss. Taiwo has 4 blue jerseys around him. It's taken away by Seglio. He looks to the middle, knocked loose. Sweeney with a bad touch, and a foul call on Sweeney as he went around the back of the Otter midfielder. But they're right back in play. Nice footwork from Seglio. Can't maintain possession, and the ball rolls all the way in on Esparza, who clears it out for a throw-in. Ramos quickly puts it back in play. Finds Thomas Abari. Forward for Segovia, who has it taken away. Lovett will clear it up the near side. And Tri-Cities resets at their back line. Grown again. Weighing his options, goes short for Genther on the near side. And he'll send a line drive forward. Esparza comes out to the top of the 18 and scoops that one up. Vincent Zingel was on that run, but just too much on it. Esparza with the long boot over the head of Musquay. Getting ahead to it was Matthew Skinner. Still loose. Lovelace with a controlled volley to the far side, up in the air. Brought down nicely by Molina. Nifty little back heel down the sideline. Musquay not on the run though. Tri-Cities takes it back. Up the middle, Agustin Ortiz. Leaves it for Grun. He'll have to clear it under pressure. And it's all the way back to Harry Lovett and the Wake FC defense. Now McGinty. Along for DeVivo. He'll chip it past his defender. Taken down, another foul whistled. That's the 7th of the half. 4th for Tri-Cities. Of course, you do the quick math. 3 so far whistled on Wake FC. So pretty tightly contested game so far. Only a few chances, the best ones, at least right now, coming from Wake Football Club. Just haven't found the back of the net. Esparza up to Lovett. One touch forward, flicked on by Taiwo, headed along for Musquay, pokes it around the goalkeeper, but he's going to poke it a little bit too far, and it's out for a goal kick. I'll get another look at this play. Beautiful flick on by Taiwo, and then Musquay did everything he can, running full speed, taking it off the head is a difficult play to make, and credit again to that Tri-Cities goalkeeper, Marceline Gohier, who was able to disrupt Musquay, because I think if he comes out and just elects to defend and try and make himself big and stop the shot, it's a lot better chance there for Kuta Musquay. So Gohier with the goal kick, well across half. DeVivo volleys, or pardon me, Rad volleys it back. Noah Holmes on the receiving end. He'll play it forward, looking for Musquay, who gets to the bouncing ball. He'll settle it to the turf, chips it through, and it's headed away. That was a nice little pass had it gotten through from Musquay. Then a long touch, knocked out on the far side by Danny Telisuna. And so Wake will go backwards with the throw-in. McGinty dropped for Cyrus Rad, has some pressure coming from Segovia. Clears it forward, can't find a teammate. Gabriel Ramos goes long, and that's going to end up on the foot of Esparza. Wake looking to possess here. Halfway through the 20th minute. And a bit of a stalemate with these two teams. Wake has the momentum at the moment, but here comes a counter. Here goes Seglio for Tri-Cities. Into the middle, Segovia looking for Seglio, and a nice job by Cyrus Rad to step in front and clear it away. Hear the appreciation there from the fans here in attendance. It'll be settled down on the clearance, though, by Izabari. Sends it outside for Talasuna. Drop back to Ortiz. He'll dribble it. All the way back to the defense. You can see this formation for Wake doing a nice job of pressing up and doing it in unison. So if you get one person out of position, that's what creates the passing lane and creates the opportunity. Right now, they've done a good job of pressing forward without allowing too much space for Tri-Cities. Kenther chipped up the near side. That pass denied by Harry Lovett. Puts it right on the chest of Ade Taiwo. He'll bring it in, chips it across, and the only person there was Matthew Skinner, who sends it out of bounds. We'll have our first corner kick of this game, and it goes to Wake FC. Let's take another look at it. Now, I don't know if Lovett did that intentionally. You saw the end of the pass to Taiwo, but he put it right there for Ade Taiwo to take in stride. And that sets up what is now a corner kick. Luis Molina to take it from that far sideline. Into the 22nd minute. Wake FC trying to open up the scoring. Low kick ends up short. Ortiz gets a touch to it for the Otters and clears it out. Molina tracks it down on the far sideline, chips it along for Lovett, who takes one touch and rolls it out of play under some pressure. Otters throw-in coming up. They'll play short. Kalasuna gets his throw-in back. Rolled up that sideline. They'll keep it going that way. Segovia just barely staying on side. Now he's got a chance to break through. Down the sideline, sends it back to the middle. Hard shot, they score. Danilo Seglio finishes the cross from Guillermo Segovia. And as we get into the 23rd minute, it's now 1-0 Otters.
Danilo Seglio scores for Tri-City Otters. The assist from number 8, Segovia. The 08 FPL.
That's a tough one if you're Santiago Esparza. You get another look at it here. Segovia, well-played ball back for Seglio. One-touch shot, pretty well placed. Not much you can do if you're the goalkeeper. And just like that, 1-0. And if you're Wake FC, you got to keep up the pressure. They have maintained possession the majority of the time. They still have the majority of the chances. They're going to have to find a way to put these shots on goal and in the back of the net. Drew Lovelace moved forward for Molina. He'll chip it along. Noah Holmes looking to answer quickly. Sends it back to the middle. The shot from Taiwo just wide. And that one looked like it was just in a little bit too tight for Taiwo to direct on frame. We'll get a second look at it here, but a nice answer right back on the attack for Wake FC. You get a look there, and you look at it, I believe Taiwo, a right-footed forward, had to reach backwards and against his momentum to try and direct that with his off foot at the goal. So a tough one to deal with. Right decision there from Holmes to send it across. They just couldn't find the net with it. So go here, goes along with the goal kick. Lovett heads it right back to the Tri-Cities defense. They'll eventually settle it down. Ramos drops it for Genther, who sends it back. Bicycle pass up the sideline from Ramos. Headed down that line again by Lovett, but out of play. And so Tri-Cities will get the throw-in. Just over 20 minutes to go here in the first half. Just saw the first goal scored a minute ago from Danilo Seglio of Tri-Cities, finished across from Guillermo Segovia. That's the only shot that Tri-Cities has on goal so far, as Esparza sends a clearance sky high and into the Wake bench for a Tri-Cities throw-in. Talasuna drops it. Chip ball in will be too long, and Esparza able to knock it down and hold on. Esparza will put it down on the turf to kick this forward. Musquet gets a flick to it. Molina with a touch of the head. And Wake able to pass it out of pressure. Harry Lovett. Although that pressure comes right back to him, he'll drop it for Cyrus Rad. Again for Lovett. Ramos steps to him. Now Cyrus Rad again. Leaves it for Esparza. He'll play to the far sideline. DeVivo flicks it on. Molina challenged from behind. And a foul and some pushing and shoving now over on the far side. That was a pretty aggressive challenge from the Tri-Cities player. We'll see if a card is issued. That's borderline a cardable foul, in my opinion. I'm waiting to see. I believe that was Tom Izabari who is chatting with the official who will get warned for that challenge. And it was, like I said, a bit of a dangerous one. He tried to go up and over top of Molina from behind. So an easy call for the official. Doesn't look like we had a yellow card issued out. Just a warning. And a free kick here for Wake FC. Play to the top of the 18. Musquet gets ahead to it, flicks it on. Genther with a touch for Tri-Cities, and he'll be pressured all the way to the goal line and has no choice but to roll it out for another corner. Second corner of the half here for Wake FC. About 4 minutes removed from that Tri-Cities icebreaker. Up until that point, Wake FC, not by a large margin, but they had, in my opinion, looked like the better team. See what they can do here. Molina sends this one into the middle of the box. Off ahead, bounces out. Lovelace with the shot, and a save made by Gohier. The clearance off of Taiwo. It'll be a goal kick, but a great save by Marceline Gohier.
Nice shot there by Drew Lovelace.
Gohier goes to the near sideline. Gabriel Ramos settles nicely. He'll put it in the air, and nobody making the run deep. And it'll be Esparza taking his time, playing it forward. Got to play it into the wind a bit. You can see it hang up in that breeze. Molina dropped to Lovelace, out for Harry Lovett. Forward to Holmes. Lovett again. Run into. Ball pops loose. Nice play by Molina. He finds an open Sweeney, and the long shot well wide of Gohier in his cage. And another goal kick for Tri-Cities. Closing in on the final 15 minutes of the first half. Gohier, long. Takes a hop. Segovia gets a touch to it for Tri-Cities. Challenged by McGinty, who knocks it loose. And now Luis Molina in control for Wake. He'll chip it forward. Musquet making the run. He'll chest it down. A couple of Otters there on him as he angles to the sideline. Closed off. Musquet bodies his way back around Jan Grun. But Grun gets some help, and the Otters defense clears it away to half. McGinty with a head to it for Wake FC. Can't find a teammate, though. Tri-Cities back in possession. Middle of the field, now it's Augustine Ortiz. Trying to run out of pressure, knocked down from behind by Taiwo. Easy whistle for the official. And a free kick for Tri-Cities. Long ball down the far side. Another chance coming for Tri-Cities. Here's the shot. Esparza looks like he got a piece of it and deflected it wide. A corner kick coming up for Tri-Cities, their first of the game. And it looks like The kick taker will be Danilo Seglio, who scored that first goal. Gabriel Ramos, you see there, leaving the left side of your screen, the short option. Looks like they will decide to play it in. Curling ball in, off the head of Zingel and up in the air, cleared out by Wake, volleyed right back in, and on a hop, Esparza collects, and he's going to push everybody forward. He has Taiwo long trying to find him, but a little too much air under it. Headed back by the Otters defense. Love it. Takes a foot up high from, looks like Segovia, or Seglio, pardon me. Either way, it's a foul against Tri-Cities. Had a lot of fouls, 9 between the two teams, 5 of them against Tri-Cities here in this first half. Cyrus Rad will play this free kick forward. Deflects off the head of Noah Holmes. Nobody on the receiving end. Tri-Cities will track it down. And Genther moves it forward. To the outside, Gabriel Ramos. Back into the middle for Isabari, and a foul on Ade Taiwo, who trips up Isabar. We'll get another quick look at that. And Taiwo just a little bit too much contact from behind. Otters possessing. Getting into the 33rd minute now, as McGinty heads the clearance back towards the Tri-Cities half. Settled by Ortiz, forward. That pass disrupted and taken away. Drop pass. Seglio putting some pressure on McGinty, sliding clearance. Finds out a Taiwo. Like some contact in the middle of the field, and Otter down to a knee for a moment. No whistle. Play continues, and Wake FC plays it all the way down to the goal line. And we'll have a goal kick. Or no, pardon me, they kept it in play. Well, it works effectively, similarly to a goal kick. Genther taking his time moving forward. He'll drop it back for Grun. Out to the far side, Musquare will pressure for Wake FC. Tri-City running it up the field. Now Talasuna back to the middle. And Tri-City's moving with speed here down that far sideline. Zingel, but the through pass out of his reach, and now it'll be a Wake FC goal kick. Like I mentioned, it's been a pretty physical first half. I wouldn't even call it chippy, just a lot of physical play. 5 fouls apiece for 10 total here in the first about 34 minutes of play. Wake FC continuing to do what they've done for most of the game, control at the back and try to move it forward. Tri-Cities has done a good job of not really giving them any clean looks forward. They have had a few good chances, but when they've been able to get shots on frame, it's Marceline Guhier who's been able to shut things down in that Tri-City goal. Otters were able to find the back of the net. Long pass up on a counter, ended up on the foot of Segovia. Dropped it off for Seglio. One-touch shot, ended up past Esparza, and that's where we stand right now. But again, Wake has a slight edge, in my opinion, in the way this game has gone. Possession-wise, they've certainly controlled the ball more. But in a lot of cases, as I was alluding to earlier, Tri-Cities has not allowed them to move the ball forward. They've controlled it at the back. They've tried to be patient and find the passing lanes, but they just have not been there. And when they have, the secondary passing options coming off of that first pass are very quickly closed down. And so a lot of times we've seen Wake have to go through the air. And it's worked on occasion, but certainly not as successful as when you can really control the ball and keep it on the ground. Throwing on the far sideline for Wake. DeVivo to take it. For Molina, tried to flick it on, ended up heading it back for DeVivo. He puts a head into it, volleyed back by Tri-City. Cyrus Rad steps to it. Molina will drop it for Sweeney. His pass up, deflected back to Molina. He'll drop it for Lovelace. Bad touch, and it's stolen by Gabriel Ramos. Ramos double teamed. Errant pass taken by McGinty. Wake FC looking to advance it. Now Musquay chipping it forward. That pass denied. Ramos first to it. And they'll drop it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Go here. Pass to Genther. Was a little bit careless. He had to step up and clear it away. Bouncing ball, fought for in the middle of the field, and a foul coming up on Harry Lovett. And this one might end up being a yellow card. Oh no, it looks like it'll just be an explanation. We'll get another look at it. Lovett definitely clipping Seglio.
Ooh.
So an easy one to whistle. That is the 6th foul for Wake FC here in this first half. And just under 9 minutes to play. Of course, we'll probably have a minute or two of stoppage time added on. And Seglio will play this one into the top of the 18. Off the head of DeVivo, deflects to the far side. Molina the first there for Wake FC. Volleys it forward. Musquay chests it down. Controls to DeVivo. Played forward looking for Taiwo. Bodied up by Genther, and Tri-Cities will be able to settle it down. Matthew Skinner at the back line for the Otters. Forward for Telesuna. Looking for a quick give and go. Couldn't connect though with Izabari, and a throw in coming up for Wake. DeVivo down the sideline. Taiwo, physical play there, and this one will result in a card, it looks like. It'll be Taiwo. I think the official wants him to come back so that he can present the card. And he'll present it from a ways away, but that is a yellow card. We'll get another look at this foul from Taiwo. And I think it was just too many fouls for the officials' liking. I didn't see anything overly dangerous about that would have led to the card, but either way, Taiwo will now have to be a little bit careful playing with the yellow. Grun plays it across for Skinner. He goes long. Has Segovia running, and it rolls out of play for a throw-in for Wake FC. DeVivo taking it over on that far side. Looking downfield. Molina getting a touch to it, couldn't control. McGinty stepping into the rolling ball, knocks it off of Zingel. And out of play. Quick discussion, but it will be a Wake throw-in. Go long into the middle. Tri-Cities controls that throw-in down. Pressure, though, from Musquay. A couple of white jerseys over there. Last touched by DeVivo, so a throw-in for Tri-Cities. About through the 39th minute here. Telesuna on the toss. Down for Segovia. McGinty toes it away, but it's chased down by Guillermo Segovia. Drops it off. Back to the middle. Nice little flick play there from Ortiz. They work it outside now for Seglio. Seglio fakes the shot, and it's stolen away nicely by Lovett. He'll chip it forward. Looking for Taiwo, but Genther steps in front. And Genther shut down on the sideline, out of play. Ramos will throw it in for the Otters. Wake FC thought Genther had stepped out with it earlier and didn't get the call. Telesuna on the far side for Tri-Cities. Backs it off for Matthew Skinner. Played forward for Segovia. A little give and go, and the through pass to him is too long. So a goal kick coming up here for Santiago Esparza. Hasn't seen a shot in a while, and he's had to face a couple of difficult ones. On the other end, Go here has as well. He's been up to the task on both of his. And again, the Spurs are going to push the formation up to half. Long line drive trying to cut into the wind. First person to get a touch to it is Musquet, leaves it for Sweeney. Back for Kuda Musquet. Turning out of pressure, but there's one more man to beat and he can't. He's a Bari. Knocks it loose. First one to it is Lovett. Working up the far sideline, stolen away by Talasuna. Into the middle for Segovia. Dropped off for Ortiz. He has it stolen. Played through. Taiwo, but out comes Go here, and it was offsides anyhow. Tri-Cities restarts play. Talasuna on the far side. Little wall pass with Segovia. McGinty steps in front and knocks it out for a throw-in. Talasuna drops it back for Ortiz. Looking long. He's got Ramos just onside. The fans didn't agree, and the shot's blocked out. Or actually went just wide. I thought that Holmes might have gotten a piece of it, but this official on the near side is getting a lot of flack. As for about the third time, the back line of Wake, as well as some fans here at Ting, have felt like he's missed an offsides call. Esparza on the goal kick. Puts it up into the wind. It's going to be knocked down before it gets to midfield. Flicked on. Ramos plays it through, and now they're offsides. So a free kick here. Cyrus Rad will chip it forward. Under 3 minutes to go before stoppage time here in the first half. Holmes flicks it on for Taiwo on the near side. Shielding a couple of Otters off. Knocks it off of one of them and out of play. So Harry Lovett will step up here to take the throw in. Lovett with one of the longer throws on this Wake squad. They're going to push mostly to the middle here, it looks like. So Lovett going to try and toss this one into the middle. Sends it in. Nicely placed. Headed away, though, by the back line. A bouncing ball out to DeVivo. He'll step up. Finds Molina outside. Molina working on Talasuna. Crosses it back in, and Go here comes out and makes the grab on the cross. And now he'll boot it away. Well, Wake still lurking. They just have not been able to beat Go here with a couple of shots. DeVivo on the throw-in. Finds Musquet, who's thrown around a bit. Easy foul call, and now the ball cleared away by the back line. I believe that's Grun. He's going to get a warning for really kind of a delay of game there. We'll get another look at this foul on Musquet. Easy one to call, and you see, I believe that's Matthew Skinner, who had both hands all over the back of Kuda Musquet, and this will create an interesting opportunity for Wake FC. Looks like Brad Sweeney will be the kick taker. Rough estimate, somewhere around 40 or so yards out with this. This is a nice place, and he's off to the side enough that he can play this across and give his teammates, 8 of them to be exact, piled on top of the 18-yard box, ready to make runs. Give them a chance here to put this one in the back of the net. Sweeney plays it in, and it's flicked just wide. There are a couple of white jerseys down, but it's out for a goal kick. I'll keep an eye out on midfield. We're down to the last 30 seconds before we hit stoppage time. Oh, and I did not see a signal from the official as to exactly how much stoppage time we're going to get. But Go here going to try and make it all the way to that stoppage time before he takes this goal kick. Looks like he will. Played forward. Noah Holmes gets ahead to it. Musquet not ready for that touch, and he rolls it right in to Go here. And he'll hold on. Plays it out to Skinner on the far side now. Forward now. Singel knocked to the turf, wants a foul, but play will continue. Cyrus Rad out to McGinty. Forward for DeVivo. Singel there to challenge DeVivo, knocks it out, another throw in coming. Molina to put it back in play. Looking over his options. Goes long to the middle, looking for Taiwo. Grun gets ahead to it. Guenther now sends it forward for the Otters. Controlled by Seglio for the moment, taken away by Musquet. He's going to drop it back to the defense. Harry Lovett first to it, but time runs out. Just 1 minute of added time, and it was a 23rd minute goal from the Tri-Cities. Otters, Danilo Seglio from Guillermo Segovia. The difference after 45 minutes, it's 1-0 Tri-Cities over Wake FC. are set for the second half here in Holly Springs, North Carolina. Chris Lehman with you at Ting Stadium, home of Wake Football Club, who trails Tri-Cities 1-0 after the first 45 minutes. The difference-making goal at the moment came off the foot of Danilo Seglio, who scored off of a cross from Guillermo Segovia in the 23rd minute. And that's where we stand right now. Wake FC has done a pretty good job. They possessed a good amount of the time, was more like the majority of the time, I should say. But when you look at the stats, it's been a pretty even game. Both teams with 5 shot attempts, 2 of them were on goal. And unfortunately for Wake FC, Santiago Esparza couldn't get to the shot from Seglio, which was pretty well placed and a tough one to stop at that. But on the other end, it's Marceline Gouillet, who has been very good through the first half. He's made a couple of big saves to keep his sheet clean at the moment. It'll be Tri-Cities in the blue tops, the green shorts, and the blue socks, moving right to left. In this second half, they'll start with the ball. And the white tops, blue shorts, and white socks is Wake FC. Ball cleared out on the far sideline. Immediately a throw in for Wake. Tri-Cities looking to put some pressure on. And they do, stolen away. Quick shot. Esparza going to watch that one go way wide and just chase it down and keep it in play. DeVivo on the near side has a lot of space to move forward. Trying to run past his defender, finds Molina. Telesuna forces him backwards. Lovelace along for Rad. Now out to the far sideline. Little give and go. Lovelace couldn't connect with Lovett, and it's out of play. So a Tri-Cities throw-in. They talked about the shots and, well, the fact that the shots are even on both sides. So another thing that is even is fouls, and there have been a good number, 12 total in the first half, 6 apiece as Molina plays this one long. He's got Noah Holmes charging forward. He'll beat Gunther to it. Holmes and Gunther knocks it away and out. We'll have a corner kick for Wake FC, their third of the game. And this game here could shift the tables a bit in the South Atlantic Division. Now, neither of these teams really contending for a spot in the postseason. 5th and 6th in their division. As the corner curled in, headed away by Agustin Ortiz. Volleyed out further. One man back for Wake FC. That's Quinn Allred, who has come into the game here. He's going to have to deal with a couple of Otters coming at him, and a trip up from behind. That is likely going to be a card, and immediately it is shown. And I believe it'll go against DeVivo. We'll get another look at it here.
Where's the game?
DeVivo just clipped him from behind and took down Seglio.
Yellow card issued. Anthony DeVivo.
So a free kick for Tri-Cities, and this is one you really don't have many options because it is almost completely straight on. So it's tougher in this situation to play it in and play it in at the right angle for someone to direct it on goal. But it's also in pretty tight, not more than about 30 or 35 yards out at the most. So definitely a shootable opportunity here. You see Agustin Ortiz stepping back from it, just off the screen. He's got a teammate there as well. Ortiz will take the shot. Diving save by Esparza, and he gets back to the rebound and covers it up, but looks like he took a little bit of a shot to the face. Very much not intentional by Tom Izabari, who went in after it. We'll get a look at the replay here. A nice save by Esparza there, and
what happened?
You see as Izabari immediately signals he was just going in trying to make a play on the ball. Got in there a little bit late. But a nice save there from Esparza, and keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye on Duncan Wegner on the far sideline. He's at least strapping up his gloves in case he's needed. Esparza still down, getting attended to. And there you get a look at Wagner, a redshirt freshman from George Washington University. We haven't really seen him at all here at Ting. Esparza has been an anchor back there.
Please take a minute to thank you for bringing the food and getting us donations up for the food cover here in Holly Springs. Wake FC.
This is going to result in some added time, without a doubt. Esparza now up on his feet. And it looks like he's going to walk off. You're going to look at Esparza there, but it's looking like his night is over, and Duncan Wagner will take over. So you see Wagner there about to come in. Esparza coming off. He'll get a round of applause from the fans in attendance. And you get a look there too, shows sportsmanship from Tommy Zabari. Again, went in there a little bit late, but went in there with no ill intentions, and it'll be, I believe, a drop ball that'll just really kind of be handed to Wagner. And there you see it. They'll hand it to Wagner to restart playing. Had a good 2 to 3 minute delay there. So we'll see plenty of added time, I believe, here to this second half after just a minute in the first half. Long ball from Wagner, settled down by Tri-Cities' Augustine Ortiz. He'll lift it forward. Controlled by Wake FC. Brad Sweeney out to the far sideline. Lovett will play it forward. Taiwo couldn't get ahead to it, and Tri-Cities will control at the back. Along the near sideline as Danny Talasuna will drop it back to the back line. Matthew Skinner trying to run it through traffic, has it knocked off his foot. Talasuna collects. Chased back the back line. He'll drop it all the way to Gouye, and misplayed by Gouye. Out on the near side. Throw in deep in Tri-Cities territory. Molina quickly throws it in, gets it right back from Lovelace. Drops it for DeVivo, all the way back to Allred. And he'll go to Wagner. Up to DeVivo, challenged by Talasuna, who takes it away. Double teamed by DeVivo and Molina. Nice work by Talasuna to hold on and keep body position. Nifty little pass back to him from Zingel as well. To the middle, Segovia back outside Talasuna. He'll play it across, that's blocked away. Blocked away nicely by Cyrus Rad. Wake FC will clear out. Kudamusque got a touch to it but couldn't control. And Tri-Cities will reset. Over on that far side, Gunter. Drop back for Gouye. He'll play it out for Skinner. One touch forward. Segovia settles it nicely for Zingel. Races around Allred, turns on the Jets, gets past DeVivo as well. Zingel sends it in to the middle, deflected just wide, and based on the reaction from Tri-Cities, we'll get a look at the replay as it will be a corner. But Tri-Cities thought they were looking at a penalty kick, and a little bit blocked there, but certainly a chance that it hit Lovett's hand, especially when you look at that reaction. But it will be a corner kick for Tri-Cities. Just their second of the game. It'll be Danilo Seglio to take it. And he goes short for Ramos. Back to Seglio. Looking for the cross. It instead decides to dribble it in. Hard shot. And it's off the chest of Wagner and out of play. So Wagner makes the save. Get another look at it, but unable to hold on to it. It was a hard shot. But he bobbles it there. You get a second look, and we'll get another corner for the Otters. This time they're going to play it in. Off ahead, tipped up over top. And it looks like it'll be another corner kick. That one hit a white jersey. And it looks like we have a substitution coming in for Wake FC. Believe that is Gino Valenti who comes in. He'll replace Luis Molina. Molina, you can see in your screen now, walking along the outfield fence of the baseball field. So Valenti in, they'll clear out the corner kick. Lovelace with a karate kick at it, headed along by Taiwo. He's got a man on the run, DeVivo. DeVivo with speed, played forward, he finds Holmes behind the defense, looking for the equalizer, turns it around, the shot, and he finishes! What a goal from Noah Holmes! And we're tied up at 1. That is a big goal for Wake FC. Well played ball from DeVivo, and then the rest of the work done by Noah Holmes. The shot perfectly found that far corner.
Wake FC won.
And again, we had about a 3 or so minute delay with the injury to Esparza, so we're looking at probably about 40 or so minutes still left in this contest. Or pardon me, about 35 minutes, or no, 40 or so minutes, I should say, left in this contest. Somewhere in that range. So still a lot of time left, but we are evened up at 1 goal apiece. Gouye has it for Tri-Cities. He'll play it long, looking for Segovia. Segovia flicks it on with the head. Into the middle, challenging Otter there, and he'll be whistled for the foul. On some frustration there from Seglo, who was whistled for that foul. We'll get a second look at it there, and you see him going in.
Fall down.
DeVivo kind of clipped Seglio, and then Seglio ran over Cyrus Rad. But a foul on Tri-Cities. And so Wake FC will control. Near side Allred, 1 touch to DeVivo. Feeling some pressure, he's taken down hard. And a warning given out to Vincent Zingel, who committed that infraction. Quickly in for Lovelace off the free kick to restart. Dropped for Wegner. Zingel pressuring, pass to the middle, nobody there to receive it, a miscommunication, and Wegner turns it over. Now Zingel with some space, he's going to tee up the shot off the post. Love it with the bicycle kick clearance. Lovelace heads it outside. Holmes, the goal scorer, dropped back. Now Lovelace knocked off the ball. That's Izabari getting into it there. Lovelace will get another look at that last shot from Zingel. Just gave him too much space there in the middle. Nice decision to shoot that. Could see a lot of velocity. It knuckled, it dipped. And fortunately for Wegner and Wake Football Club, it was just off the mark. Speaking of Wegner, he'll play it forward. Holmes gets ahead to it. Gunther, though, sends it back for Tri-Cities. Settled by Seglio. Back for Agustin Ortiz. He'll dribble through traffic, finds a man outside. Back for Ramos. He'll leave it. Played forward Segovia. Bad touch, loose ball in the middle. Squirts loose, and Cyrus Rad with no other option really but to clear it out of play next to that Tri-Cities bench. It looks like it'll be Ramos to take the throw in. Looking for Segovia over his head, and it will roll all the way down to Wegner. Wegner waits for pressure, picks it up, slings it outside. DeVivo along with Valenti there. Valenti leaves it for DeVivo. Back to Gino Valenti. Forward for Kudamusque. Just out of his reach, Matthew Skinner comes away with it for Tri-Cities. Stolen back by Valenti. Has Holmes on the run, looking for him again. That through pass denied. Valenti still following up with it. And it'll be poked to the far sideline. Harry Lovett keeps it in play. Dropped for Lovelace. Lovett again. Through for Holmes, wasn't ready to make the run, and Gunther beats him to it. Trying to shield it out. Can't get it there, so Gunther turns with it. Move forward for Ortiz. Gunther again. Ortiz, towed outside. A nice tackle there from Wake FC. Kudamusque, bad touch into the middle. And he lost possession. Allred gets it back. Directed out to the near side. First one to it is Ade Taiwo. Has 2 blue jerseys on him. Drops it back for Sweeney. And then all the way back to Cyrus Rad. Steps away from it. Good tackle attempt from Seglio. And now a chance to move forward. Ball through. Taiwo couldn't quite get to it. Nice sliding play by Jan Grun, who knocks it out of play on the far sideline for a Wake throw-in. But well, this is what we saw for a good portion of the first half. Wake on the edge of scoring for a good majority of that first half and just couldn't put it home. But they continue to put the pressure on. That pass across the middle, or ball in, I should say, ends up out of play. And Gouye will have a goal kick for the Tri-Cities Otters. Just about through the 61st minute. Again, we'll have at least, I would say, 3 minutes of stoppage time as Gouye goes long. Off the head of Lovelace. Taiwo flicks it on. Musque pressuring, couldn't get to it. Cleared out, they'll play ping pong with it. Lovelace finally settles. He finds DeVivo on the near sideline. Poked away from him by Zingel. Nice sliding challenge by Lovelace. Kept in, oh, not quite, by Valenti. And with that stoppage, we'll have a substitution for Wake FC. And it looks like it'll be Drew Lovelace headed to the sideline. And you get a look there at Telesuna, who will put it back in play. Gets it right back, and now we get a look at the number of the man coming in. Sam Durand out of Elon University replaces Drew Lovelace. Tri-Cities will possess. Gunther. Back to Gouye. Tri-Cities goalkeeper goes long with this kick. Lovett gets ahead to it for Wake, but right to an Otter as they'll settle it down. And possession there, Izabari. Plays it out to the far sideline. Lovett will tip it out. Ramos to throw it back in for Tri-Cities. Looking to the middle. Seglio touches it around one defender. Loses his footing and loses the ball. Musque has Taiwo on the run. He gets behind everybody, but he's offsides. Got there before the ball was played through. And Taiwo yelling at the official on the near sideline. Really not happy, but you could tell from where we were up here, he was absolutely offsides. And Taiwo's got to be careful. He got that yellow card back in the 38th minute. Another one would put him out of the game, and on top of that would put Wake down a player for the rest of this contest, which is going to go another half an hour. That would be a significant disadvantage. He gets a little bit of a verbal warning, I think, from the head official. And we'll restart with the free kick. Quinn Allred puts it straight up in the air. Noah Holmes gets ahead to it, but can't find a teammate. Otters back in control. Out to the near side for Telesuna. Down the sideline and out of bounds as Zingel couldn't get to it in time. Throw into DeVivo. Walks the line, but has it taken away by Telesuna for Vincent Zingel. Nice challenge by Allred, but can't dispossess. Segovia out for Talasuna. Back for Zingel. His pass to the middle stolen away. Sweeney looking forward. Taiwo has Musquay making the vertical run. And he will stay onside. Musquay in on a breakaway. Trying to settle down a bouncing ball. Taken down. But it looks like Jan Grun got the ball first and knocks it out for a corner kick. That one was timed well. The run from Musquay and the pass from Taiwo. And unfortunately, Kuda Musquay just couldn't quite get that ball settled. But a corner kick coming up, the fourth of the game for Wake FC. It'll be Noah Holmes to take it. And a big traffic jam in the middle of the 18-yard area. Curling ball in, punched out by Gouye, but right back to Holmes. He's going to take one touch and lift it right back in off the head of Grun to the near side. Now Segovia gets a touch to it. And Ade Taiwo will body up Zingel and create a throw-in here deep in Tri-Cities territory. Harry Lovett across the field to take this throw-in. I mentioned it in the first half. He's got that long throw as a weapon here. This is exactly where you want it, just about as good as a corner kick. Lovett lifts it in. Off the head of Taiwo and out of play. Oh, no, pardon me. It was actually off of Gouye. Gonna get a second look at it here. Pretty well placed ball. And I am honestly surprised that there was no protest from Tri-Cities on that. Looked like it went off of Taiwo. Sweeney plays this corner in. Off the head of Musquay. Stopped by Gouye. Still loose in the penalty area. And cleared out. That was a great save. We'll get another look at this delivery. And then a nice save by Gouye. It was loose in the penalty area. And you had a look there. I believe that's Cyrus Rad with his hands up in the air. Not sure what he was looking for. But the throw in, deep again, cleared out by Tri-Cities. Noah Holmes knocks it away from Seglio. Now Sweeney, back to DeVivo at midfield. Has Valenti with space, one-touch pass. Over for Durand, back for Valenti. Has Durand on the run, decides to take it himself, and Talasuna takes it away. He'll move forward, has Segovia running. Decides to hold off, drops it back for Izabari. Noah Holmes comes in and takes away the pass, can't control it. And Gunther heads outside for Gabriel Ramos on the pass. Now forward for Seglio. Challenged by Cyrus Rad. Seglio working with Lovett as well over there, splits the D and takes it himself. But Brad Sweeney back to take it. As the ball squirts loose, he'll clear it up the far sideline looking for Holmes. But it's Augustine Ortiz the first to it. Forced down of bounds. Wake FC throw in. And now we've got a substitution. Or two substitutions, I should say, for Tri-Cities. Looks like Danny Talasuna will be coming out, along with Vincent Zingel. Get a look at the numbers here in just a moment for Tri-Cities. But again, Talasuna and Zingel out. Wilfred Williams coming in, along with Owen Zaldivar. Oh, battle in the middle of the field. 50-50 ball, won by Ortiz of Tri-Cities. Chips it to the outside, sent right back to the middle. Nobody there to receive it. Challenge from behind, and we'll have another yellow card coming out. And this will go against Segovia.
Oh.
That is the third yellow card issued here in this game. Just the first, though, for Tri-Cities. Talked about how physical it was in that first half. It is just as physical here in the second half. Long ball flicked on by Musquay. Finds Taiwo at the top of the 18. Turnaround shot is wide of that far post.
It's still 1-1. It's time for Wake FC Blues. timeout, Wake FC, beautiful blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Point Magic, unlucky day
it
of Taiwan.
outside.
Let's keep it up.
That'll be Skinner moving it forward. Now the pass outside, stolen away by DeVivo. Chips it down the near sideline. Taiwo in a foot race with Grun, who wins the race to it and knocks it out of play. So we throw in again deep down in this Tri-Cities end. DeVivo to take it, so they're not going to go long with this one. DeVivo played for Valenti. Turns around Williams. Tries to split two defenders. Can't maintain control. But it's still loose in the penalty area, and a whistle and a foul. Not sure where the foul was, but a foul on Wake FC. And Tri-Cities quickly puts it back in play. Wilfred Williams on the near side, dribbles it right out of bounds. And that's, again, I've mentioned it, I think just about every game. I think you see at least once where the visiting team confuses that third base line with the out of bounds line, which is actually the blue one in a little bit closer. So a throw in here for Wake FC. So we get into the 71st minute. DeVivo looking over his options, finds Valenti, and it's knocked out of bounds by Isabari. So another throw in for DeVivo, looking to the middle. Momentarily there he had Duran, that option not there anymore. He finds Musquet though. Good to Musquet. Dribbling it down the near side, looking to get it across, and Williams does a nice job blocking it. But another corner for Wake FC. Fourth of the half, sixth of the game for the Blues. And it'll be Sweeney to take. There have been a couple of dangerous chances for Wake FC. They're going to go short this time, though. Musquet back for Sweeney. Chips it back across. Nobody ready for it, and it's headed away. Quinn Allred all alone. He'll chip it back in. And again, sent right back out by a Tri-Cities head. Lovett settles it. Now Holmes in control at the top of the 18. Dispossessed and cleared out. Allred directs a header to Sweeney on the near side. Some pressure coming from Zaldivar. Switch to the far side now. Play to the middle. Durand. The high touch, able to settle it down. Now DeVivo. And Durand, and looks like it ended up out of play and a throw-in. So both teams with a little bit of careless play along the sidelines. With the stoppage, we've got a substitution for Wake FC coming in. Looks like Noah Holmes, the player, coming out. And they go long down the sideline. Trickles all the way down to Quinn Allred. He'll get it to Duncan Wegner. Wegner coming in partway or very early on in this second half, about 5 minutes in. Collision with Tom Isabari and Santiago Esparza took him out of the game. Wegner hasn't seen much, has been up to the task though. Pass down the far side, and Taiwo is offsides. And we'll get more substitutions, this time on the Tri-Cities side. And it looks like Matthew Skinner will head off to be replaced by Sam Catherall. Now the substitution, again, we mentioned Noah Holmes came off for Wake FC on that far outside midi position. It looks like AJ DeVivo has shifted over there. And now Alejandro Salazar is on the near side. So that's the Wake FC substitution from a minute ago. Long ball forward, headed out by Wake FC. It'll be a throw in for Gunther. And the Otters, he finds Segovia shielding off a defender, can't maintain possession, and Wake will clear it out for another throw in. Gunther to try a third time, to Segovia once more. Drop back for Gunther. Now along to Ortiz. Has to go all the way back to the back line. Grun steps up with it. Rolls it forward for Segovia. He'll drop it for Catherall. In the air, Lovett gets ahead to it. Chested down by Rad. Back to Lovett, Wake FC trying to pass their way out of some pressure here. DeVivo back to Lovett, clears it forward but not very far. Stolen away by Ortiz. He's going to run with it. Around Lovett. Has a chance to cross, sends it in. Wegner gets a touch to it, and Quinn Allred there to knock away the shot. Great defensive play by Quinn Allred, who had the goal covered, and now Alejandro Salazar on the run. Looking to the middle, he's got Musquay. Dropped off for Ade Taiwo, but they can't connect. And Tri-Cities will take back possession as the ball's played through. On the far sideline, Allred knocks it off of Zaldivar. And so a Wake FC throw-in. But again, a great play by Allred to stay between the ball and the goal. And he saved one there. Salazar trying to shield off Williams, can't do so, and knocks it out of play. Williams with the throw-in. Down the sideline, chested to the middle by Segovia, but right to Brad Sweeney, who clears it out for Wake FC. Bad touch, and Wake's got control on the run. Sent into the middle, and it'll be Gouye coming out to clear it away. A little bit too long on the through ball from Taiwo. Tri-City settles down the area ball. It's Ortiz going long. Has a man there, that's Zaldivar, but he is run down on the near sideline. And we'll have a throw-in for Tri-Cities. Wilfred Williams to take the toss. Sends it back for Seglio, who has the only goal for Tri-Cities so far. That came way back in the 23rd minute. And another ball in, headed off the post, still loose in front, sent back out, and Wegner will cover it up. Dangerous chance. That is the second post that Tri-Cities has hit here this half. And some really, really good chances for Tri-Cities here in the second half. We'll get another look now at that last shot coming in.
Oh.
And you get a look. Segovia thought it was going in. It was a nice placement by Seglio, who I had mentioned about 30 seconds earlier, had scored the only goal so far for the Otters. Just about had his second of the night. Otters in control. Speaking of Seglio, there he is with it. Turns past Lovett. Has some speed now moving forward. Chip to the middle looking for Ortiz. Deflected right back to him. He'll roll it along for Segovia. Played across the middle, and it's knocked out off of a Wake FC player. And this will be the fourth corner of the half for Tri-Cities. Both teams now with 4 corners here in the second half. The two combined for just 3 in half number 1. So things getting a little bit more aggressive here as the two teams press. We're under 15 minutes left before we hit stoppage time. Now again, we're going to add it probably at least 3 minutes of stoppage time onto this game as the header across the middle is deflected out of play. We're going to get another corner kick coming up for Tri-Cities.
Oh.
But these have been some really, really good opportunities the last couple times around the net for Tri-Cities. Going to go after it again. Kick taker is Ortiz. Lifts it in. Punched away by Wegner off the goal line, but settled down by Tri-Cities to the top of the 18-yard area. Hard shot just over the top. That was Seglio again going after it. And that was a bullet. We'll get a second look at it here. Nice punch out by Wegner. Fortunately, right to Seglio. Takes it a couple of good touches and a great settle with the thigh there. And a quick strike just a bit over the top. We've got a substitution for Wake FC. Looks like A.J. DeVivo will be coming out. And it seems like they're going to try and beef up that back line a little bit. Wake a lot of times playing more or less in a diamond with 3 backs. In the back of their formation, I think we're going to see it shift a little bit. You're going to see a little bit more of a 4-back scenario or 4-back formation back there as we get into the late stages of this game. Wilfred Williams with a header and a huge collision between 3 players. And we've got 2 Wake FC guys down and 1 Tri-Cities player, that is Tommy Zabari, holding on to his head a bit there. We'll get another look at this collision here.
Oh.
And you look, Salazar, and I believe that's Musquay, who is getting up now. But Salazar and Musquay looks like collided heads and kind of sandwiched Izabara in the middle. So I think Wake FC was kind of hoping for a foul. If there was a foul on that play, I think it would have to be on Wake FC, because it was Musquay coming in who caused that collision. And Tri-City is trying to take advantage of the pause for the injury and get some guys hydrated over on their sideline. They're quickly going to be hurried back because, as I said, I think they've got a free kick coming up here based on the signal I saw from the official. Looks like Musquay will be required to go to the sideline for at least for a moment, but I believe he'll come back in on the kick. Well, and keep an eye out, and we might have another card on Taiwo. He kicked the ball away that was set up for the free kick, and the official came over and talked to his assistant on the sideline. I know, actually, it looks like they will drop it for Taiwo. Well, looks like Taiwo gets a warning for that kick, kicking the ball away. Williams drops it for Catherall, and the Otters will restart play with the ball. And just a rough estimate, I got to think there's going to be at least 5 minutes added on to the end of this game. But here come the Otters trying to get on the board and take the lead. The cross from Seglio missed by Wilfred Williams, who had a gaping frame to shoot at and couldn't hit it. Get another look at it. Seglio played it across nicely, and looks like it just kind of handcuffed Williams on that one. So Wake FC going to go long on the throw in up the field. Just trying to alleviate some pressure, headed out of bounds. They'll get another one. And again, looks like it'll be Lovett to take it. Long down the sideline again. Headed back to the middle by Tri-Cities. Flicked on by Augustine Ortiz. First one to the loose ball, though, is going to be Jacob O'Connor for Wake. Clears it all the way down. Gouye, the keeper for Tri-Cities, rolls it out for Grun. Over to Catherall. Now Williams. Through 83 minutes here in Holly Springs. Long ball forward. Elbowed by Segovia. Tried to get away with a sneaky little elbow. It was, while it was illegal, it was some nice touch with the elbow. Just kind of poked it back and did it softly enough that it could be playable. But it will be a handball and free kick for Wake FC. They clear it forward. Popped up off of a head. Sweeney there battling for it, but Ortiz wins that battle. Finds Segovia for the Otters. Forward now, looking for Zaldivar. And now a chance for Zaldivar. That's blocked. And it'll end up wide. And another corner kick coming up. This is the 6th corner kick of the half for Tri-Cities. They only had 1 in the first half. Another substitution with the stoppage. Actually looks like Harry Lovett might have come out over on that far side. You see him walking off the screen there. And the corner comes in, headed wide and out of play off of a white jersey.
How to do it.
We'll get another look at it here.
Okay.
Well played ball in.
Oh.
Got past Wegner.
Who hit that? I can't.
Wake FC, you can see at the end the reaction, a little bit puzzled. I thought it was off the head of Matthew Skinner. But it will be another corner kick coming in. This one way long. Running it down is Catherall in the far corner. Tries to chip it back to the middle. Zaldivar will turn around, takes the shot, just wide. So a goal kick for Wake FC coming up. We'll get another look at this shot here. Well done by Catherall to find Zaldivar, and not a bad shot. That's a tough one to turn around, and he didn't miss the net by much. Under 5 minutes left until we hit stoppage time. Wegner going long, off the head of Segovia. O'Connor trying to track it down, has some pressure from Seglio, and he's forced to clear it out of play. So a throw in down close to this Wake FC goal. Gunther misplayed on the throw in, tried to get it back from Seglio, and it's touched out of bounds. O'Connor with a booming volley downfield. That's going to create a foot race here. Grun wins that race and heads it back to his goalkeeper, Marceline Gouillet. He'll roll it out. Catherall. Move forward for Isabari. Now in the middle, Seglio. Chips it down the sideline. Pressure from Gunther. Be forced back to Wegner. And Wegner pops it up and out to the far sideline, where we'll have another Tri-Cities throw in. They get it back in quickly. Isabari looking for a passing lane. Finds Segovia. Turn around. The shot off the crossbar. That's the third post. I think they've hit every single one, left, right, and the crossbar. And now a counterattack. Ade Taiwo trying to get around Grun. Chips it past two defenders. Has a chance in the save made by Gouillet. Rebound out for Musquet. Trying to work on the goalkeeper Gouillet. Plays it across. Here comes another shot, and it's wide. All kinds of chances there with a goalkeeper out at the top of the penalty area. There were three Otters back trying to defend the goal. We'll get another look at it here. Unfortunately for Durand, he couldn't put it on frame. And it looked like that one came off his toe, but there were a lot of blue jerseys in between him and the goal there. Crazy sequence. Otters going right back on the attack. Chipped across. Wilfred Williams. Chance to put it back across, and he rips it wide and out for a throw-in. So a Wake FC throwing on the far side. 2.5 minutes left before we hit stoppage time. And again, we've had a couple of pauses. Get a look again at that last shot off the crossbar. You see
that they hit the post.
That is the third time they've hit a pole, and there's a, looks like a kick to the low area, and or the soft spot, and we got a player down. That's Brad Sweeney down. I think he's going to need to catch his breath here for a second. But I think, if possible, they're going to want to keep him in this game. They don't want him headed to the sideline, even if it's a similar situation.
And here we go.
Wow.
Come on, Wake FC.
Golden opportunity. Well played by Tyler.
Oh, that's in.
Coming out to challenge, and then really aware of what he's doing, I think, out there. He's confident he's got the defenders back to cover, and they did a great job. You get a look at Sweeney. If he can't get up and continue to play here in the next probably 30 seconds or so, he's at least going to have to come off until the next stoppage. We saw that with Musquet earlier when he collided with Isabara and Salazar. And Hill looks like head to the sideline, and so at least for a minute or two here, Wake FC going to be without Brad Sweeney. Again, I gotta think, especially with another stoppage there, probably in the neighborhood of 5 minutes of added time here in the second half. Long ball from Wegner, still being fought for in the middle of the field. Salazar tracks it down for Wake FC. Looking to cut back to the middle, gets around Ortiz, but can't hit Musquay on the run. Tri-Cities back in control. Switch to the far side. Catherall was looking for Seglio. Overshot him, and it'll be a Wake FC throw-in.
We're in the 90th minute. Wake FC Blues. Let's hear it from all.
And looking at the signaling coming from the sideline, it's looking like I saw two hands come up from the official, which would mean at least 6 minutes of stoppage time. He doesn't have the board like we saw last night to signal. And here comes a chance for the Otters. Great save by Wegner. Not going to matter because it looks like Zaldivar was offsides. Even though it won't count as a save, this is a heck of a play by Wegner had he needed to make that save.
Oh.
You get a look at it, just kicking that left leg out and getting a piece of it.
Well done.
But Wegner will take the free kick. Again, like I said, I think somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 minutes of added time. So there's still some time left in this game. Fighting for it, Musquay takes it away from a defender, but Grun is there to clear it out of danger. And a throw in here for Wake FC. Salazar trying to get it into play quickly. He does. Finds a teammate in Sam Durand. Durand looking to the middle, drops it off. Sweeney back in. He's got it now. Chipped into the middle. Catherall gets ahead to it. Can't direct it where he wants it, though. It'll be laid off for Salazar. He's got a chance to take the shot, and Gouye comes out and closes it down. Tri-Cities will run it back. Up the far sideline. Nice sliding challenge there. Will be knocked out of play. O'Connor got the touch to it. Another Tri-Cities throw in. Gunther looking to the middle as Danilo Seglio. Back out for Gunther. Turns it back for Isabari. He'll switch it to the near side, but Williams not on the same page. It's out of bounds. Wake FC takes back over with the throw-in. It's about 2 minutes of stoppage time gone. Working down the near sideline, Durant takes it away from Williams after he lost it. He'll chip it across. He's got Taiwo making the run, but it was too deep, and it's caught in the breadbasket by Marceline Gouye. He'll roll it out. Long ball forward. Zaldivar directs it back to the middle. Segovia chasing after it. Cleared away, at least for the moment. But Williams finds Zaldivar. Turning around with it. Hard defending there from Wake FC. It'll be cleared out for a throw-in for Tri-Cities. Williams. Short throw in for Ortiz. Switches it to the far sideline. Ball in. Segovia gets ahead to it. Can't direct it on goal. So a goal kick coming up for Wegner. He's done a pretty good job. He's had to face a couple of shots since coming in about the 48th or 49th minute. And he's been able to keep Wake FC within striking distance. They were able to tie it up in the 55th minute. We've been even ever since. But we've had some great chances on both sides. The Otters in this half have hit the left post, the right post, and the crossbar with shots. As Ortiz looks to the middle. Maybe a chance brewing, but it's cleared out by Cyrus Rad. On the other side, we saw only a couple of minutes ago just a great counterattack from Wake FC. They drew Gouye out of the goal, but they weren't able to put it behind him. So we're still even 1-1. Almost 94 minutes in. Couple minutes left of stoppage time. Cleared forward. Taiwo gets a touch to it with the chest. Grun takes it away. Taiwo takes it back. Has a man running with him. And Durand in a sliding challenge from behind. Taiwo goes down. Grun will get the card. That'll be the second yellow card for Tri-Cities.
Oh.
Fourth overall, both teams with a pair of yellows. And this will be a dangerous free kick for Wake FC. This might be the last chance to put the go-ahead goal in the back of the net. It'll be Sweeney to take this kick. Now again, the official can, at his discretion, add some more time if he so wishes. And we got somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 6 minutes of added time. And now we've got a warning coming from the official. He'll bring out Kuda Musquay as well as, I believe that is Augustine Ortiz. And the official actually gestured towards the scoreboard, I think in reference to how much time is left and whether he told them he was going to add time or not. I'm not sure if he told him, hey, I'm not adding time, stop wasting it. And now he's tired of it and he's going to issue out a card. I don't know who he issued the card to because there are a whole bunch of bodies in there, whether it was Wake, whether it was given to Wake or whether it was given to Tri-Cities, I'm not entirely certain. But this is looking more and more like this is going to be the last play of this contest. Halfway through the 95th minute now. Sweeney signals, here comes the kick. He'll deliver, looks long, and Gouye gets a handle on it. We have a foul on Wake FC. And now Tri-Cities will move forward, trying to make one final push. Through 96 minutes, it's shut down. Another foul on Wake FC, another card coming out. This one will go to O'Connor.
Oh.
I think this official just tired of seeing the fouls.
No.
That is the 5th yellow card of the half. But one final chance here, it looks like, for Tri-Cities. It'll be Augustine Ortiz to take the kick. And here comes the delivery. Lifts it in into traffic, and it will trickle all the way out. And looks like a foul called on Tri-Cities. Goal kick or a free kick doesn't really make a huge difference. And Wegner plays it forward quickly, looking for one final counter. Gunther gets ahead to it to the middle of the field and will get the final whistle. 7 minutes of added time, couldn't bring another goal, and it ends in a 1-1 draw. In the 23rd minute, it was Danilo Seglio from Guillermo Segovia, and in the 55th, a great finish from Noah Holmes off the pass from AJ DeVivo to finish this one off. 1-1 as Wake FC moves to 2-4-3 on the season. Tri-Cities now 2-3-2. And that's how this one will finish. Final count, Wake 1, Tri-Cities 1.